Welcome to REC TEC Grills. If you're watching this video, you probably have a new REC TEC. Ron Cundy here, co-founder of REC TEC Grills, here with Ben Lesshafft, our general manager. We're going to talk a little bit about what to do when you get a brand new REC TEC. Of course, at this point, you've got to put together, you've got your mini set up. First thing you want to do is put some pellets in your hopper. Get ready to fire up your grill. Next thing you want to do is make sure you line your drip pan with foil. That way, when you get through burning your grill in, you're ready to go ahead and cook on that thing. You don't have to cool it down and wait to put the foil on there. You're one step ahead of the game. So next thing you want to do, turn the grill on, set it for 400, and just let it go. Give it an hour, let it cure the paint in, and your grill will be ready to go for years and years and years. One of the main rules you want to remember, though, when you're using a pellet grill, patience. You just have to be patient with your grill. If you give your grill time, no matter what's going on with it, it's going to right itself. So let's say you open the door and you let all the temperature out of your grill, you shut it back down, your grill's going to work to bring that temperature back up. And if you had your grill open long enough, and you've seen this, Ben, if you have it open long enough, temperature will drop enough and it's going to put enough fuel in that pot trying to bring that temperature up with the door open, that it might overshoot on the top side. And then guys will take and they'll try to open that door to let the air out, and you can't win against that computer. It's always going to be working to keep that temperature steady and learn what it needs to do. Be patient. Don't try to help your grill. Just let it run and it'll right itself.
Some other things you want to do, changing your foil. Really important, at least every couple of cooks, and anytime you do a cook over 350 degrees, make sure you put a fresh layer of foil on there. You get above 400, you start risking with that flash point of grease, and you run the risk of having a grease fire. So just do yourself a favor, every couple of cooks or any high temperature cook, fresh layer of foil, you'll be much happier.
Next thing you want to remember is when you're changing that foil, one of the easy things to do, because you've already got your drip pan out, just flip that flame deflector over. You probably have gloves on. Stick your fingers in there and reach inside your fire pot. Pull anything that's heavy out of there. You don't need to get your shop vac out and suck every bit of ash out of there, but any kind of clumpy bits of ash, just pull that out into the grill body, put it back together, you'll be ready to go and cook again.
And some of the ash, you may notice some fly ash kind of coming up in your very first cook. Not a big deal. Once you start cooking on the grill and you get some grease build up the inside of it, that fly ash is going to latch on to that grease. It's not going to be a problem anymore. So that's just a very temporary thing that'll happen when you have your grill for the first time. Another thing to remember, a very important saying, if you're looking, you're not cooking. Leave your lid closed as much as you can. We're not saying you can never open it. Obviously, you can spritz ribs and do whatever you need to do, but just minimize how often you have your lid open. A lot of people are used to that older technology with gas grills and things like that, where they're constantly opening the lid, moving things around, and preventing flare-ups. With this, leave your lid closed as much as you can. You'll be a lot happier for it.
And you'll find that everything cooks a lot more even because we have that convection current inside your grill, even temperature left to right. And as that air moves around, your drip pan comes up from the top onto your food, gives you good even cooking. So you really don't have to move your food around that much. But the one thing you do have to do is make sure you keep those air gaps open along the side of your drip pan so that air can wrap around there. So keep things out of the air gap, front and rear of your drip pan. If you're using a searing kit, put it on the stack side of your grill, because if you put it over here, it's going to block the temperature to your temperature probe. You're going to get a reading that's substantially lower than what the grill actually is. You have to have airflow to the temperature probe so it can measure that. Same thing happens with pans. If you're going to put pans in your grill, keep them in the center, don't get them over the air gap, and don't get them super close to the temperature probe, and you'll find that your cooking on a pellet grill is far better than if you don't follow these tips.
And at the end of the day, this is the easiest thing you could ever cook on, but if you ever have any questions, please don't hesitate to call us. That's why we're here.
Absolutely. Number down below, call us during business hours. You've got a card with the after hours tech support number, and you also have a number you can call me directly, you can call Ben, you can call Ray. We're here to help you. We'll get you through this and get you on the grilling like a champ. We're going to talk a little bit about what do you do when you get your new REC TEC. Well, first thing you're going to do is put it together, but if you've already got it together, you're wondering, what do I do when I fire this thing up? Turn the grill on, set it for 400, give it an hour. After that, you're pretty much ready to cook. Now, when you get ready to cook, one of the biggest rules you need to know is be patient with your grill. Whenever your grill,